One of the first things that you need to know how to do when creating the yearbook is how to add pictures to the page. So first of all, we need to go to the Walsworth Yearbook site, which is www.walsworthyearbooks.com. When you go there, you will have a login page, and so click on the login button and sign in with the username and password that you were given. Once you log in, you need to click on the Online Design button that is on the main page. After you get into the Online Design, you will see the pages that have been assigned to you. So in this example, I only have one page that's assigned to me, and that's page 114. If I click on that, it gives me the option to come down here and edit spread. So that's what I want to do. When I click on the Edit Spread button, I get a blank yearbook page that is ready for me to begin designing. Today we want to look at adding pictures, and there are several ways that we can do this, but I'm going to look at the most common ways right now. First way is to go over here on the shapes and to choose a shape of the picture. For right now, just stick with the squares. But just click on it and it will pop a square up here over in the middle of the page. So you can take it and you can move it anywhere you want it, basically. And you can take this and you can drag it by the side, you can drag it by the top or the bottom, or you can make it proportionally larger by dragging it by the corners. So I have a shape here. I'm going to kind of center it here in the middle of my page for right now. Now I need to put a picture into it. I have already uploaded some pictures to the yearbook website, and they are in the photo tray. So if I click on photo tray at the bottom, then I can come to other albums. And if I click on this down arrow, I see all of the albums that are available to us that have been uploaded. So let's look in the Biloxi file today. This is the middle school trip that the kids took to Biloxi, Mississippi. And I want to pull out a picture to put in here. Now I know I have a pretty cool picture of the kids in front of the sign, so I want to use it first. So I just basically click on it and drag it up to my box. Now when I do that, it's not really placed where I want it to be, so all I have to do at this point is to double click on it. And this shows me the whole picture, and it shows me what is in my box. I can click and drag here at the corner, and then I can get the whole picture in there. When I do that, I can just click done and I'm okay. Here I don't want some of this stuff in on the side, so I can actually bring it in on the sides a little bit. I might want to bring it in at the bottom just a little bit. So here I have a pretty good little picture. Again, if I want to enlarge it, I can, or if I want to make it smaller, I can. So that is one way to bring in a picture. Another way that I can bring in the picture is just to come down here, and there's a little gray bar right here, and I'm going to slide it over, and I'm going to pull up this picture of the kids standing in front of the big ship back there. So all I have to do is click on it and drag it up. When I do this, there's no telling what kind of size it's going to be when I get it up there, so I can always change it. Looking at this, there's a lot of stuff I don't want to see, like all of this pavement in the front, and I'm drag my bottom in. I'm going to drag both of my sides in to get rid of some of that background. And I'm also going to drag my top down. Now, I want these pictures to be the same width and the same height. Well, probably not the same width because this one's just a wider picture to start with, but let's get them the same height. So if I click over here on this picture, I can come over here on this side and I can see the height is 20p 1.4. When I go to my second picture, I can just click and highlight that and then type in 20p 1.4 and then hit enter. And when I do that, I have two pictures that are the same height. The problem is I cut part of the kids off. So I'm going to double click on it again, and I can go in here and I can make my picture bigger. When I do this, when I drag it down, I'm going to lose part of the top of the ship. And so I'm going to click done, so I'm done. I can come back in here, and I will do this a lot. I will come back in and make that just a little bit taller. In doing so, if I'm going to keep these pictures of uniform size, I'm also going to make this first one a little bit taller. So my height here is 22p 7.3. I come to this one, highlight that, and type in 22p 7.3, and I have a picture that is the same height. Notice down here I have a little bit of white space that I don't want there, so if I double click on it, again I can come in and just rearrange it there. I actually can drag that in just a little bit more and get rid of some of that at the bottom. Click done, and I'm good. So I have two pictures in here. This one I put in by just clicking on the shapes, clicking on a shape, and then dragging it and putting it the size I wanted it and everything. I'm going to hit delete now and get rid of it. This picture I inserted by just simply coming into the photo tray, clicking on it and dragging it up to the page, and then altering the size on both of them. So for today, go in, log in, find a page that you have been assigned to, open up some photo trays, and have some fun loading pictures on a yearbook page.